Hello, I'm going to showcase some of the mini projects I've created to learn about WebSockets, automation, and botting. My first project involved developing a web app game using Typescript with the NextJS framework and the Partykit library for WebSocket. The game is based on a card game called Spot It. This game revolves around pattern recognition, where the player's goal is to identify an image displayed on two cards. It requires quick responses and real-time interactions, making it an ideal candidate for a WebSocket project. This project necessitates seamless communication to instantly relay updates, moves, or changes. There are 3 custom themes: anime, 90s, and Christmas. I specifically focused on the mobile view so I could play it with friends and family over the holidays. The primary focus and goal of this project was to gain an understanding of WebSockets and apply it. Towards the end, I found myself surpassing the time limit I had initially set for the project, which unfortunately led me to neglect the CSS aspect. For those of you who aren't familiar with the game, the top circle represents the main deck, which is the same for all players. The bottom circle represents the player's deck, and they need to match a symbol from their deck to the one in the main deck card. There will always be one matching symbol. The first person to go through their deck wins. For the demo, I set the win condition to only 3 cards, so I can get through all the themes. Yes, I'm terrible at this game, and this demo is sped up. My apologies. I made an API pipeline that facilitates the creation of new themes. It takes a folder of images, resizes them, and generates a sprite sheet with the combined images. This was also my first time working with sprite sheets, so there was a couple of hiccups. However, I should note that I did not include edge cases in the API where the image dimensions, width or height differed, resulting in some images appearing squished or stretched. I implemented 2 server instances, Game 1 and Game 2, that allow a group of players to split and play separate games. Playing this game with a large amount of players in one server is chaotic and frustrating. I learned that the hard way, and that is why there is Game 1 and Game 2. Still much to learn, but now I can say I at least touched on WebSockets and implemented it in a use case. For my second mini project, I use Python with the goal of automating an online dating app. The bot is capable of filtering by race and profile. Apologies for the emojis. In this demo, which may not be clearly visible now but will be later on, the bot begins with the user clicking and dragging a box around the card. You will briefly see the mouse positioning itself on each of the bottom option buttons, which is a result of the vision model's detection. It's dynamic, even if there are different monitor resolution or browser sizes. So long as the initial click and drag encompasses the card, the model pipeline will handle the rest. It then starts detecting and extracting the race from the profile images. After the bot goes through the profile images, it moves on to the next step, extracting the profile bio using an image-to-text model. This next demo, I will use my own bio page as an example of the extraction of the profile details using the image-to-text model. The idea is that if a certain amount of filter points are reached, it returns true and likes the profile. For example, if the race is in the list of races you filtered for, that would be +1 point. If, say, rock climbing or board games, etc. is in their passion category, that's another +1. If a set number of points is reached, it likes the profile. Otherwise, it hits dislikes and repeats the process. I didn't create a user interface. This was more of a proof of concept and a fun little project to test out automation and botting. And as always, to improve my programming. Thanks for watching, and Happy New Year!